Hello, you guys. We are on our way, me. I left Bruce in Vegas again because I'm on my way to Phoenix to get my car looked at by an awesome person who told me to come down there. So, we're on our way. I took the scenic route, which is probably not the best idea, but it's so beautiful. It's so beautiful. I'm in the Prescott Forest, and it is just so beautiful. The pinyon and juniper pines, I could smell them in the drive. I wish you guys could smell it because it's really awesome. It just smells so clean and pure. Anyways, we are gonna get to Phoenix here in about 2 hours, and tomorrow's when I'm meeting with the person. So hopefully I don't have to rebuild my transmission. Hopefully I can just do some maintenance on it. But if I need to rebuild it, luckily I do have the money for it. I just don't want to spend all that money on it. Anyways, let's enjoy the drive. And then what? So I'm editing this video and there's not a lot of context to it, so I'm going to be popping in and out of here and explaining a few things to you. Also, it is really stressful to live in your vehicle and need repairs, so I think I'm going to cut in and out and explain to you what I did. The first day I got a hotel room for 2 nights when I met up with my friend over at Bullet Speeds and Customs. He mainly does metal fabrication and works on custom cars, which is really neat. But he was kind enough to look at my car and tell me what was wrong with it. Unfortunately, I discovered that I did need a rebuilt or a new transmission. I had some hoses that were bad, and also I do have an exhaust leak that I knew about. So a few of those things will be addressed here in the upcoming future. But I did not leave before my headlights were polished, and I learned how to do that, so that was pretty sweet. I went back to my hotel and started doing some research on where to get my transmission rebuilt in Phoenix. I didn't want to travel all the way back to Vegas to get the transmission rebuilt because I didn't really want to drive my car very much longer because I had already lost reverse and I wasn't wanting to lose any more gears while traveling. This is when it began to get a little bit stressful. Hotel rooms in the Phoenix area are not cheap, even on the outskirts and in the ghetto. In the ghetto, it was $100 a night, and it was a really sketchy area. So I decided to not stay in the ghetto. I stayed closer to where my car was being repaired or looked at the first time. The rooms there were about $130 a night. So I had already paid about $300 for 2 nights in a room. And I know that getting a transmission rebuilt, it does take time. And then you got to think about the gas that I paid to get down to Phoenix and food and all that stuff. So I'm already in the hole several $100s. And then I don't know how much it is going to cost for a transmission rebuilt. Going rate is about $2,300. So I have a sister that lives about an hour outside of Phoenix, but I didn't want to put anybody out of their way to come get me and then drop me back off when the transmission was being done. Also, I need to travel around and create content, so I was really stressed out. I didn't want to stay in the hotel any longer, but I was going to do what I had to do. So after I did my research and I made a few phone calls. I did call one place who was able to get me in at 8:30, and it was Tony's 5-Star Transmission in Peoria, or near the Glendale area. So they really got me in at a good time, and I didn't have to waste any time. I also want to say that it's important to explain your situation to people sometimes. It's not fun telling everybody I live in my car. Obviously, I tell the whole world, but you never know what kind of reaction you're going to get. Maybe they're going to treat you a certain way, or they're going to treat you differently. But PD at Tony's 5-Star Transmission, he didn't even judge me or anything. He made sure that I was in there right away. So, oh my gosh, these guys in this shop were absolutely amazing.
And that one should go for installation tomorrow. And I think,
well, I'm running errands today with a guy from the transmission shop, and I think my car is gonna make it out of the shop today. Oh my goodness. So the PD at the transmission shop, he found a rebuilt transmission for me in town. So we went and we picked that up and we ran some errands. Then he showed me around the shop, and I got to look at the underside of my vehicle. I also got to see how transmissions are rebuilt, which was really cool and very interesting to me. And it was just a really good day. This guy and the people that work at the shop really went above and beyond. Roger, who installed the transmission, he also fixed some other things for me. Oh my gosh, these guys were just so incredible. What started out as a pretty rough day turned out to be a really awesome day, and I made some really cool new friends. Good morning. I woke up in this beautiful place. I'll show you. But I have a functioning transmission. Can't wait to show you guys. I can reverse, go into drive on the freeway safely. I am just so excited. But alright, we are in reverse. Look, we are backing up. Pretty exciting. And now we're gonna go into drive. Yes, still have an exhaust leak, but we are going forward easily. This is so exciting. Yay! And from there, I went to my sister's house and hung out with my nephew, who is a police officer in the Phoenix area. He is a hard worker. And I also spent time with my sister and my niece and had some drinks with my brother-in-law. Drank a little bit too much with him, but that's okay. I had a good time. Then after that, I went and saw one of my really good friends, Brittany, and her husband, Andy. And I had such a good time. Brittany is one of my original hot spring friends and adventure buddies. So it was so good to see her. We went to some hot springs. El Dorado hot springs. Pretty cool. And then now I am here. I'm going to go on some other adventures on my way back to Vegas. Anyways, if you enjoyed the video, please let me know. I know I have a lot of work to do. It's interesting getting your car worked on while you live in it. So that's something that you need to think about. Try to put some money aside for a hotel and maybe find a place to get your car worked on where you have family and friends nearby. Maybe you can stay with them while it's getting worked on. I think that is a wise choice. But start putting some money away if you're living on the road or if you're thinking about it, just in case you have those car repairs. Start thinking about not only the repairs, but also the hotel stay or whatever you've got to do to sustain yourself while your home is being worked on. Anyways, I will see you guys in the next video on the next adventure. I hope you have a good week. Bye.